Welcome back. It's a boring on International Week, but not on this channel. We are looking at the summer now and predicting who's staying and who's going after. Oh, we've fucked that up.
We've all done it.
Welcome back to our Hatters Walk. No football to talk about this week, but we've got an interesting discussion to be had because we're talking about who stays and who goes from the reported out-of-contract players this summer. We've got, of course, Lewis, Dan, Mark, and Kevin back with us to run the rule over these 4 names. And there may be more, and these may be inaccurate, but that's what we're going from transfermarket.com. So start us off then, Lewis, with Josh Bowler. How good has he been? And does he get a permanent offer?
We haven't seen more than 10 minutes of him, I don't think. It's not his fault. It's, the players apparently can't play 4 at the back. That's what Matt Bloomfield has said, and he has apologised to Josh Bowler. I'm sure he would have been good if he played in the correct position, but from what we've seen so far, he hasn't looked too bad at all. He made a massive impact away against Cardiff, but right now I couldn't really form an opinion on him. Moses, get rid. A player of his quality, previous quality, and the history playing for Chelsea and playing for loads of other good clubs. Not seen it. Kal Naismith, what an impact he's had. I'm 50-50 on whether we should re-sign him or not on the basis of, I know Matt Bloomfield wants to play the 4 at the back system next year, and we've got so many defenders, so I don't know if it's worth signing another centre-back. And then James Shea, if we're going to League One, last time we played in League One, he was in Team of the Season. So it's probably worth keeping him.
Okay. Dan, your views?
Yeah, look, I haven't seen enough of Bowler to form a real opinion. He looks okay when I have seen him. Moses can go. Happily drive him to his next club. In the boot if I have to. Naismith, keep, because I think his leadership is something we've missed all season, and I think if we've had him back in August, we're not in the mess we're in. I think I said that before on previous episodes. So I'd just say, look, what do you want? And give it him. Shea, I think, is really good to have around the club. I know he doesn't play much, but as Lewis said, he kept loads of clean sheets last time and got in Team of the Year in League One, so he's worth keeping around. I know he loves the club as well, and I think he's a useful asset to have.
Okay. Kevin, do you disagree with anything that's been said?
I don't disagree. It depends, like Lewis says, are we going to be in League One or still Championship next year?
Yeah.
Out of the 4, I think Naismith is probably the favourite to stay, not only before his leadership, but obviously his skill factor as well. Moses, I think 99% chance will go. Shea definitely is still involved and loves the club, doing a lot of commentary as well now while he's not playing. And whether he comes in a second or third keeper, definitely an asset with his leadership style. So I would definitely keep him as well. But I think can be brilliant, but he'll probably go back to Nottingham Forest and they'll loan him out somewhere else.
Okay. Mark?
Yeah, I can't disagree with the comments. I'm 100% in for Naismith. He's just gives us that leadership and gives us that calmness at the back. Historically, last few years we've had too many injuries at the back, so I think Naismith is a guaranteed. Whether he'll sign if we go down or not, I don't know. But as Lewis said, Matt's actually apologised to Bowler the fact that he brought him into play in the system and he's had to revert back to 5. So I can't see him staying. And I think Moses, he's if Matt's rebuilding, then he won't be part of that plan. But James Shea never lets us down. Every time he's relied on, he always plays well. So whatever league we're in, I'd keep Shea. I don't actually have a problem with him being number 2. And I know we'll probably change 1 or 2 keepers in the summer, but I literally don't have a problem with him being number 2, let alone number 3, because he never lets us down. So much the same as what everyone else has said. I think we won't see Moses next year, and we likely won't see Bowler, but keep Naismith and Shea.
Okay. Cheers for that, everyone. Let us know, of course, in the comments whether you disagree with anything they've said. Now, Hull City then this weekend. Lewis, this is a must-win. or must not lose?
I would say it's definitely not much. You can't lose it. But I feel like it does feel like it is a must-win game, because if you go to Hull and win, the confidence amongst the players and also the fan base, everyone at the football club, is so high. And you want that confidence going into Leeds next week, because if you go into Leeds next week on the back of a defeat against Hull, it's 10 times worse. So I think just for confidence and the right mentality, we need a win.
Yeah, I agree with that. Dan, their home record is absolutely shocking. Does that mean anything at this stage in the season? I mean, their fans are, incredibly nervous, but they have got some good results away from home.
Yes and no. I've always said home form is always important for whatever ambitions you have. If you've got good home form, you stand a good chance of having a good season. If you're not playing well, you're in trouble. So it's definitely important. But then again, our away form probably cancels out their bad home form. So I think it'll be a scrappy affair, and I think a goal will be the difference.
Okay.
So.
Mark, we didn't ask how good Cardiff away felt. We did think of you, all those miles you've travelled and all those miles you've walked to all these away games as well. How good was it to leave the Cardiff City Stadium with that win?
It was so good. I mean, even getting home at 3 a.m, I didn't care. 2 hours sleep before work, I didn't care. Just all the miles that covered, just seeing us go away from home and not win, and the fact that we won from going behind just was a greatie, and I got to see goal of the season as well from Jordan Clark. So good.
Brilliant. Well, fingers crossed we'll be talking here in 7 days' time again about another away win at the MKM. Thank you four for joining us this week. Thank you, of course, for joining us. Do drop us a subscribe if you haven't yet done so already. You'll already be subscribed to Lucy's channel if you haven't. There's his address, there's his YouTube handle in the description there below, and follow all of these four, of course, on Twitter as we count down 8 to go. We can do this. We are believers on this channel. No negativity here. Thanks for joining us.